Hey, good morning. Good evening to everyone watching. Oh, I can't hear you. Hold on. Uh,
That's my fault. I was on mute.
okay, there we go.
That's
All right.
that's the way to start this thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Where are the others?
I don't know. I know that um, um, Jonah and Sam were traveling, so I don't know if they're around where they could.
Okay.
Keep getting, I don't know if they're around, but reach out
Hmm.
to them if you can. T. See where they are. See where MG is.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I'll message MG.
yeah, just see where they are. I mean, I'm not sure who saw it yet in the thing. Um, so yeah.
Yeah, I chatted MG already.
Well, that's cool. So it's you and me. So at least we can continue our conversation, I
Hmm.
think, from earlier, uh,
Yep.
where we're at. And as people join, we can get into the other topics. But um, let's talk a little bit about um, your charity event
Okay.
that you're holding and just basically describe it to everybody that's watching, that's here with us.
All right. So, hi guys. I hope you're doing well. Good evening to everyone who's watching from the Philippines, and good morning to everyone in the West. To today or this month, we're trying to do a Christmas special for Passport Bro. Sorry, let's talk about that. Powered by or sponsored by Passport Bro, and today, I mean, this week, we're trying to do something for the community, especially to the kids, giving them a great Christmas and give them a little bit of something. So we're gonna go to Aluginsan, that's in the south side of Cebu, where there are 140 students, sorry, 141 students, and 7 teachers that we are gonna give a great Christmas to. We're gonna do a giveaway, a Chris Kringle giveaway, and of course have a little bit of a Christmas party, like so that they will go on to their Christmas break happily and have something that they can remember us by. So that's what we're planning, and we're gonna shoot. That sounds so weird, but we're gonna do content featuring the school in Kandingan, Aluginsan, where we can see how it's like there, how the students are, their status, their circumstances, and we're trying to feature how we can help as society. Maybe you guys want to help as well. So if you want to volunteer, if you're in Cebu right now, and if you want to volunteer as well, we can include you. And if you want to go with us and do the shoot with us, we'd be happy to. Just message me if you're from Cebu City. So yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna do the menu that we're doing is we're gonna do lechon, we're gonna do rice,
Mhm.
um,
And pancit or
and
bihon.
um, and then
Yeah.
um, we're gonna have little goodie bags and stuff like that
Hmm.
that we give away as little Christmas presents, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're
So
doing.
if you have, so if to all the viewers out there, if you have any idea of what kids like, because we're trying to give them little goodies like snacks and all that, and of course for the girls, some girly stuff that they would like to receive for Christmas. So the boys, I'm not too sure yet what they're getting because I have no idea yet. I'm gonna do more research because I don't know what guys like, what boys like to receive for Christmas. So if you have like an opinion, you guys, please do
And just
comment it.
remember, it is elementary school. So what are
Yeah.
the age ranges of the kids that?
So that's around 7 to 12 years old,
Yeah.
7 to 13 years old.
So yeah. And hey, Limitless movie recap. Thanks. We're out trying our best to shoot
Yeah.
content everybody likes and actually try to give back to the community and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think our growth is going really well, and so um, yeah, we appreciate you noticing.
Yeah.
Jenny says they love cars. That's probably true.
Cars, toy cars.
A little, yeah, fun, yeah,
So toys, basically toys. Okay.
yeah, something. So I mean, I think that is a good one. And so we have another charity event going on. I think it's up where
Subic.
yeah, it's in Subic, and we're adopting an orphanage, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think there's 400 over 400 kids or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
As
that's
what MG said. Yeah.
right. So I think we're feeding, and plus staff and families and stuff like that. Um, so that's going to be about 450 families we're feeding up in Subic. So maybe
Mm-hmm.
slippers, sandals, or anything for school stuff. That's
So
good.
I had an idea. I shared this with Bro when we had a meeting, not our weekly meeting, but we were talking. So I wanted to give them like something that they could use and they'd be happy about like receiving. So that's different story when you think about school stuff because it's not a balik a back to school kind of giveaway. We wanted to give the kids like something that they really want for Christmas, and it's not every day that they can receive this. So it has to be something special that they would have fun receiving and then they could use as well.
And to your point, sort of limitless. So we're also, I mean, this is like our Christmas charity. So when they go back to school, we'll also do another thing with the same school sort of thing, and we'll have back to school supplies. And when the kids show up, we'll give them supplies for school and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
like after summer break, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So our charities, what we try to focus on doing is in different places. Like this one's in Cebu. The orphanage is over in Subic. So what we try to do is we go around the country and we adopt different locations. Like out there, it's going to be an orphanage. Here, it's going to be a school. We're
In the
also
province. Yeah.
in the province, a school in the province, and then we're also going to do churches and things like that. So we're going to go around the country and just start adopting different sort of organizations that need help and provide um, funding and gifts and food and things like that is like our primary goal. Of course, we're going to video the whole thing um, and put it out so everybody can see what we did. And I'll tell you the reason I really like the idea of videoing and putting it out. Yes, it does help our channel grow. So I get that, but really my understanding of it is like instead of telling people what they should do to do better for other
Hmm.
people, I think if we just show it by example and just go
True.
out and do what we're going to do, I think some people might say, wow, I've come to the Philippines to make a home for myself and I'm spending all my money on self-serving things. Maybe I should do what these Passport Bro group is doing and help somebody or something, right? So if we can inspire other people to help out as well, I think really that's what the videos are for. And that's why when she goes to the school, she'll like before the food giveaway and the gift giveaway, she's gonna shoot the condition of the school, look at talk to teachers, the principal and stuff, talk about school supplies, where they are, what are the needs. Um, Sometimes schools need some work, like maybe they need a roof or maybe they need chalkboard. So those are the kind of things we're going to be able to do, I think, for schools to help the kids. But then secondarily, we're going to help the kids be excited about coming back to school or Christmas breaks or do whatever we can. And I think if we show that we can help out in this little way, because if you look at the grand scheme of things, it's very little what we're doing. But if we can do
Yeah.
that and inspire other people to do it, who knows? Like T was saying, maybe we get some volunteers that'll just come out and help, because
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot. Same thing in Subic. I mean, there's going to be 450 people we're feeding out there. Another 150-ish people we're feeding out here. So this year we'll feed probably 600 to 700 people. Um, we'll probably feed 600 to 700 people.
It
Um,
really makes a difference as well.
it really
Yeah.
makes a difference.
And to add to that, Brill, as well, since we, as you mentioned, Limitless movie recap, our channel is growing quickly, and with this, we might be able to reach other NGOs as well who could see the condition of the school, and they may be able to donate and help. Just because there are a lot of orgs out there who are willing to help, but they don't know that this is happening in this place. And with this type of content that we're doing, we would be able to show this condition and they may be able to offer their help as well.
Yeah, and Limitless just posted this, and it's exactly right. I mean, because a lot of foreigners they have resources that they can help, and to T's point, maybe we just need to show them that where help is needed, and even the smallest thing could have the biggest impact, right? And
That's true.
so I think if we
Very true.
come off that way and we explain it to people and we actually show it to people, um, I think we're a lot more likely to get people. And I'm not talking about the guys that come there just to drink and party and have fun. I'm talking about the guys that are coming there to, like us, like live forever. I mean, it's our home. So why wouldn't we want to make our home a better place? And we have the ability to do a little bits at a time. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think we just got to show it to people, really, is
Yeah.
it. And I think we've got to get some help. Hey, Mark. Um, Michael asked if he would need to come. I told him no. Mark, you could sort of cover for everything because we've got to talk about a couple items that you and T have been working on as well, which is the Encody Christmas party. But we'll get to that in just a couple minutes. So right
Yeah.
now,
Oh, also update, Bill. MG is trying to join.
right,
She's using her mobile data, so it's taking her a while to connect.
it's no worries.
Yeah.
I know sometimes this happens, and it looks like Mark just got kicked out too. I know that sometimes it happens connection wise. I mean,
Hmm.
we're pretty fortunate because we did up in Body and we did the whole Starlink thing. We
Wow. Wow.
we have a pretty solid connection. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But not everybody can do that. I get it. So it's understandable. It's cool. I know people always trying to join and stuff, so it's no problem. Um, So, before we get going, what I want to do is I want to talk about like some of the accomplishments we've had. Like T, you've started running our Instagram page. So
Hmm.
tell us where we are with that.
Okay, let me just grab my phone. So on Instagram, we are at 746 followers, 42 following, and our like counts and what do you call this? Our like counts is growing, and our views for our reels is growing as well. Um, reach. I'm hoping to set up engagement for comments and all that on our Instagram rather than getting views. But we're slowly uploading the content that you'd like to see on Instagram, and hopefully by next year we'll be rolling out uploading some videos of the contestants so that if we reach a certain if we reach a certain follower count, it would be fair to all the contestants so that they could also engage with our reach on Insta as well fairly. So we'll wait for a certain amount, like around 1,000 followers, and I'll be able to upload the contested videos for the Dream Home giveaway on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were, I was approached, just so you know, by a couple companies that wanted us to sort of, they wanted to pay us to sort of say something about their product or something. But,
Oh,
um,
like influencer kind of thing,
yeah,
influencer marketing.
for
Yeah.
our YouTube channel because I guess because now we're getting a decent amount of followers. I assume that's going to probably happen more and more frequently, just
Hmm.
so everybody knows. So our stats are right now we're at 31,300 subscribers. Even
Oh,
yes,
we've reached the 30K mark. Nice.
yeah, we're 1,300 over the 30K mark, which is amazing. Um, we have a total of 175 videos, I think, that we've posted, and
Mhm.
we've had about over 251,000 views um, of our content. So, I
Nice.
mean, that's going pretty well. But yeah, I was approached by a couple places, but it didn't seem like relevant to what we were doing. Like I didn't
Yeah,
want
it's
to
not
have,
aligned.
yeah, I didn't want us to have a charity video and then in the middle of it go, hey, do you want to buy some socks or something crazy like that? It's not
Sure.
really why we're doing it, and so I'm not really sure that's what we want to do necessarily.
Hmm.
So I just said maybe some other time. I just said maybe we will do
Yeah.
it later. But honestly, I'm more concerned about um, getting help to people than I am about promoting people's products or whatever. But we
Hmm.
were approached, so I thought I should share that by two companies. in November to do that. So
Oh, that's a great thing because they see that we're reaching people. Maybe in the future, hopefully. But for now, we're focused on helping people and doing what we can for the community, and of course, promoting the tourism here in the Philippines.
absolutely. And the thing about it is, I'd rather spend our time if we're going to talk about some organization or company or something. I want it to have something to do not with taking money from the Filipino people, but something that's going to help overall the like Usagabata, right? So I mean, I'd rather talk about that because it's a charity that's you know building this entire infrastructure, schools and everything for kids. I'd rather us be on the promotion trail of something like that than trying to peddle socks to people. I just don't necessarily want to do that. So. Um,
Yeah, passport bro with a heart.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we know what people like. I mean, a lot of guys go over there. They are interested in the laws. They're interested in the real estate market. They're interested in
Hmm.
like immigration. They're interested, obviously, in Filipinos, of course, because I mean, they're probably looking at some point to get married or date or something like that. So those are the information we want to give and helping people. So if it relates to stuff like that, we would talk about it. Because it would be useful. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
if it's not really, I think, core sort of useful to our premise, I just think at that point, you know, we're just basically selling the whole thing out for money, which is not what the whole goal is for our channel at all, right? So, I mean, obviously, YouTube's going to put any ads they want on the channels. We have no control of
Hmm.
that. But I mean, we do have a control of what we say and what we do. So I just want to make sure it's a good premise. So,
Hmm. Yeah.
um, so the next thing, so Mark keeps jumping in and out, right? So
Yeah.
it's just his connection, though, right? And so the last thing I will move on to the VIP party if we have a list about not the VIP party. I'm sorry, the Christmas party. But I
Yeah.
did say one thing about MG's thing, even though she's not on here. So she has a whole thing that they're feeding these 450 people, plus they're getting like the kids like little package gifts and things like that. So that's all budgeted out. That's all planned. I think yours is actually going on this Friday, right? For the
Yep.
school.
December 13 here in the Philippines.
And hers is happening on a week from Tuesday, so the 17th.
Hmm.
So that's what's happening for us. So now let's talk about the company Christmas party. When is that?
Okay.
Do you know? I know you were working with.
Yeah.
So what do you know?
So we're targeting to have it by December 19th. That's a Thursday here in the Philippines. And we we want to have it like in a karaoke place that has like a consumable package. So there's karaoke, of course. There's food and drinks, and I'm not sure what else is included in the room. But so this is the first time we're gonna meet with the other employees that are here in Cebu, and of course we're gonna fly out, right? The other hosts of Passport Bro,
Yeah,
like for example MG and Jonah, they will be joining us for the Christmas party, and it's we're gonna take videos as well so that you guys may be able to see how we do it at Passport Bro. Yeah.
I think there's also. I think Mark sent me a price list for some spicy lechon.
Oh, right, right.
So I
So
think
that's
that we're
like
gonna.
3-8, I think.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
remember, but it was like something. I'm just like, yeah, just plan it and give me a total because I don't really, I don't
The
really.
boneless lechon, that's right.
Yeah, the
Yes.
boneless spicy lechon or something like that.
It's
Yeah,
not a Filipino Christmas party if there isn't lechon.
yeah, and he said that it's December 19th.
Nineteen, yeah.
He's at 7 p.m. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and he's texting me now because obviously his connection's not working, so he's hitting me up
Yeah.
on Skype,
So
which what we use.
we're trying to contact the what do you call this, jukebox? It's called jukebox.
He
It's
said at jukebox. He said at jukebox, so I don't
at
know.
jukebox.
Yeah, I don't know if he's already confirmed that or not. Uh,
Yeah, because I can't call the place because I don't have load for. You know how it is, millennials. We only like buy cellular data.
right,
we don't we don't believe in calls anymore. And
right.
so I actually approached first big boy big what was this? Bad Boys Wings, since they have like a package, and used to be Red Box before, and I know that they have like a really big room with billiards on it. But the thing is, the time is around 2 p.m. and who wants to like have a Christmas party in the middle of the afternoon, and
Right.
then you get out of, because it's in Ayala, and you get out of Ayala like kind of tipsy. It's not a good, it's
No,
not a good look.
no, no. And for everybody else too, you'll realize, no, IL is
Yeah.
pretty busy, especially probably that close to Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And
True. People are doing Christmas shopping. We don't want to bother them with our drunkenness, if ever, because we're gonna have fun, of course.
yes, right, right. So yeah, so I asked him just now if he confirmed jukebox. I'm waiting to hear back from him, but
Mm-hmm.
he says it's December 19th, 7 p.m. So
Mm-hmm.
you know that's it. So now everybody knows where the employee party is going to be. So anybody that stops by, stops by. It's really not a big deal.
Yeah. So for your guys' information, Jukebox is part of Tavern. It's owned by the same person, the same group of people, because I knew them from way back when I was still in radio. So I asked them if they have a room and all that. And yeah, so there you go. If you want to visit them, they're at Queensland Manor in Raman Extension Street here in Cebu City.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Um, I think I talked to Michael earlier. Again, he's not on here because same thing, internet problems. But the merch that we ordered, we put a deposit down on running, I don't know, hundreds of shirts because we just give away shirts to everybody we meet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and they're already running 2 weeks late. So he is going back to them and saying, "Hey, if you can get these done, great. If you can't, he's just going to find another vendor to do it."
Yeah.
So that's another thing too. Anybody watching this, if you know a vendor that does printing, hey, send them our way. We are always looking to print stuff
Send us
out.
a message on Facebook if you can, guys. It's
Yeah,
Passport Pro, or Instagram, passportproofficial.ph.
yeah, 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 definitely. We definitely should do that. But he said he's going to look and get somebody else there to do it. So that is on the list, just so you know.
Hmm.
So that's sort of the merch update that I have. I know we're still have to make a lot of merch for the VIP party that's going on in February. So I know it was the week of the 16th. Like I said, Jonah and Sam went on this big trip where they went from, because Sam is from the Mindanao area, I believe, right?
Davao, yeah.
Davao, yeah. So she's in Davao. So they went all the way through, went through a trip, went over and got Jonah, went over all the
In
way,
Zamboanga,
yeah,
yeah.
Zamboanga, and then went to Iloilo, went up to Rojas because Rojas, the Kitty Beaver, is where we're planning to have our VIP party in February. And so we need to get like the date secured and everything. And they found a couple different hotels that we could choose from. They'll probably show us those next week, next Monday when everybody's back home and we have a meeting so
Hmm.
that we can decide which hotel. They did figured out the transportation, all that stuff. So we just have to make some final decisions on that and then get
Hmm.
deposits over to everybody, and then that'll be good. So we're waiting for an update basically from them, but today they're traveling, so unfortunately we can't get that update. But um, it'd still be pretty good. Um, and I'm going to put this in here, even though they're not here, because I'm sure they'll watch the meeting after the fact. Uh,
Hmm.
Live streams. So let's talk about live streams for a minute. Not necessarily this one, because this is just us talking about the business. But when we're going to do an actual live stream, um, to get like all the people, followers or listeners or whoever wants to participate, we should go out and first pick a topic that we see as sort of relevant or that's sort of hot, and then sort of do our own take on it. Even if you do commenting on other videos, that's fine, or maybe there's a subject. And that way, we're not just a lot of the people that have gotten a hold of me. I said it seems like everybody's just sitting around talking with their friends. So
Hmm.
we should probably have some sort of point to the live stream. Uh,
Yeah.
and we should probably just do some research to see what's popular, what's going on, and then of
Yeah. What
course,
topics are relevant to our audience as well?
yeah, what's relevant, right? What's relevant, what's hot. So whenever you have an idea, you should probably just put it in the search engine and or YouTube or whatever, and just look at the different things that are going on. So I think we'll have a side meeting. We'll talk more about that next week as well when everybody's here. Um,
Hmm.
if everybody's, because everybody will be back home then, but I think that's very important. Uh,
Yep.
okay, so we've talked about the encoded Christmas party. We talked about the charities. Topics. So, what kind of videos? So, let's talk about the videos you have coming up this week. So, are you doing any videos outside the charity video? Because
Okay.
obviously,
Yeah.
um, if we could talk about all your videos, those videos, the topics that you have, and the charity videos that you have coming up.
Okay. So we have coming up this week to that we're gonna shoot is one is we have partnered with a beauty clinic. They'll be giving us free services, and I have invited one contestant that he's here from Cebu, and I'm gonna do a spa day, like how to treat your girl right during the holiday season, and this is what you should be doing, pampering your queens out there. So we're gonna show some services that this clinic is gonna offer, and this is shot together with Cheska, the contestant that I've chosen. So we're gonna shoot that and feature the clinic as well, and then take her on a like just treat her right during the day, and just show people that this is how you treat your Filipina girl, something like that.
So when you're there, can you ask them if you could say something like, "Here's a code. Come in and ask for that. And you could get like a bonus or something, something." So we can all be
I'll talk with the owner.
special. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be anything important. Just something small as a little reward for the people that are listening that come in
Yeah,
between this time and this time to do this for their woman. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Anything.
Like, do you want to do like a giveaway?
Maybe we see what a spa package costs and we buy one.
Okay,
Do you see what I'm
okay.
saying? And then see what one costs, and then we buy one at some discounted rate. Just tell her we want to give away a package, and here's what the
Hmm.
package is. Here's the retail. We give us a little discount. If so, we will take that and we will run a giveaway and give it away before Christmas, so somebody can come in here, one of our contestants or somebody, one of the guys, wants to give it to the girls or their wife or something like
Hmm.
that. We can give it away to them.
Yeah, like gift the spa day,
Gift a
something like
spa day there in Cebu. So, I mean, which would be really cool because we do have the party coming up. So we may even gift it to one of the people, one of the hostesses that are coming in.
that. Hmm.
Who
All
knows?
right.
Do you know what I mean? But I mean, it'd be good to, okay. And then Mark said, just so you know about jukebox, he's talked to them already. He's just
Okay.
waiting for their confirmation.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Good
So,
to know.
um, yeah. So if we get their confirmation, um,
We
then
can schedule the flights for the other hosts.
yeah, then we can put deposits down, get the flight schedule and everything. Obviously, we need to. They've got to confirm that they're going to let us do it for whatever reason. I don't know why they.
Yeah.
I mean, we just want to pay to use their facility. I mean, that's exactly why they're in business. So I would imagine that they're going to let that happen. But you know,
What if they're booked?
what if they're booked? Right. So I
Yeah.
don't know. So we'll figure it out. Mark's on that though. Okay. So yeah, about the spa. So okay. Sorry to interrupt you. So that spa video. I think that's a great idea. Let's see if we can get one that we can give away to everybody. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. We'll try to talk with the owner later when
And
she's awake. She's not from the Philippines, so yeah.
okay, so because here's what you can do. You could give it as a giveaway on your next live stream.
Yep.
You know, not
And it's
not
gonna be so weird because my live stream topic for this Wednesday is I've invited a real estate agent
yeah,
to talk about like what are the hottest properties to invest in, like especially to our audience,
yeah,
especially the foreigners who want to invest in property here in
yeah.
Cebu, and the works about that. So I'm gonna ask him all those questions, the need to knows before you actually own what do you call this, a property here. And also for all those yuppies out there, young professionals who also want to own their own property, you could actually get tips from this real estate agent. I'm just confirming the details first, and if his agency will allow him to do this live stream as well. But don't
Okay,
worry, I have a backup plan in case.
okay. That's good.
Yeah.
We've got architects, we've got attorneys, we've got engineers,
Hmm.
but our attorney and our engineers and our just word of mouth, people bring properties to me, and that's what we vet to buy. But it would be nice to have an actual agent to be looking at properties for us.
Yeah. And
But
maybe I can connect you to him afterwards.
yeah, I mean, yeah, because I mean, it'd be nice because we do, as we're constantly buying properties for different projects. And even
Hmm.
to give away the dream home, obviously, we obviously had to buy the property. It was, you know what I mean? So, yeah, so we look all over the place. So that would be really helpful, I think.
Yep.
Especially that person's in Cebu, but also we might want to extend that topic to a real estate agent in like Boracay and Palawan.
Hmm.
And
And maybe he knows people there as well,
because we buy
since he's part
properties,
of an agency.
right? Because we buy property all over the Philippines, like even up
Mhm.
in BGC, right? Makati,
Sana all.
yeah. So Boracay, El Nido, Coron. So we buy properties everywhere. So the more, you know, the more we have people that can scout properties for us, even personally. So I find that useful. I'm gonna definitely be on your live stream just because I'm gonna want to talk to the person. Quite
Yeah.
honestly, because we do buy property, so we'll find that useful. So I'm sure other people will find it useful as well. So that's good. Okay, so you've got that, and you
Hmm.
changed the time. When's the time of your live stream?
For now, since he's busy with work, I will be doing the live stream Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Philippine time.
So hold on.
Can you
So
make it? Can you make it at that time?
no, because I'm flying. I live here, and I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Because that's 9:30 a.m. So if you're doing it Wednesday 9:30 p.m.,
Hmm.
is that
You
it?
want me to change the time? I have to ask
No, no,
also.
no, 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 no. Don't change the
Yes.
time. But just get the guy's contact information and stuff so that I
Okay.
can get a hold of him after that. Because I'll watch it when I get back.
And if
And
you have questions, you can course it through me so that he can answer it real time as well.
basically, it's just the only thing I'm going to know is if he knows other people in these other spots too. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
property all over the place, so I want to make sure that But you should talk about things, points of interest, like because property I know what it is. Like, for if you condos, foreigners can buy, but we can also
Yeah.
buy property if we start a company, and a company has to be percent owned by different entities and things. There's like a whole
Yeah,
house.
like a commercial space.
Yeah, you can buy residential, you can buy land, you can buy everything, but you have to form a company that does that, and the company has to buy it
Mm.
because I personally can't buy it.
Yeah.
So there's rules. So those are rules that I think foreigners are going to be interested in knowing. So if he knows
Mhm.
details about that,
It
foreigners,
would be really helpful. Yeah.
yeah, because some people do want to buy. Like I've seen a lot of videos online where the guys they bought land and they built a house, but they put it all in their like to be wife's name or their wife's name,
Hmm.
and then of course the house gets done and the wife's just like they break up or have
And the wife owns it now.
Well, she owns it the whole time because it's in her name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of guys are like, I don't know if we should be building houses because we have no ownership of the houses. But there are ways
Yeah.
that you can if you prefer a house over a condo, right?
Hmm.
Obviously,
Yeah.
a condo you can just go sign and buy, no big deal. But you should go over things like that. Just make sure it's sold,
Okay.
you know, so we know the difference between if a Filipino citizen wants to buy it or if a foreigner wants to buy it. And
Okay.
just go through stuff like that. So
For
yeah,
sure he knows the answer to that. For
oh,
sure.
for sure, I'm
Yeah.
sure he deals with it all the time. You know what I mean? So okay, so you got the spa, and then you've got the
Okay.
line.
Another one is this weekend, probably because most of the contestants that I have here in Cebu are working. We postponed the brunch with the contestants. The one that I'll be treating, who were part of the live stream from weeks before. So I invited them over to have brunch with me. Um, and we're gonna shoot it at Etas. It's a newly opened restaurant in Paseo Arcenas in Banawa. We're gonna do lunch date with Filipinas. What do they talk about when they're having the lunch? And also other topics that may be entertaining to our viewers as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
I was just sent this thing. It looks like it says in jukebox KTV bar. It says Abbey Road Studios, the Rolling Stones, and Hall of Fame. So the Abbey Road Studios holds 4 to 7 people. The Rolling
Mm-hmm.
Stones capacity is 8 to 12, and the Hall of Fame
Yeah.
is 15. Um, and then it has like what the consumable packages are,
Mm-hmm.
and then it says
Excuse me, sorry.
free hour for every bottle of liquor ordered. So I mean, knowing you guys, I mean, our whole time's gonna be free. Um,
Yeah, free 2 hours, regular rate per hour after 2 hours. Okay.
yeah. Did you see what he sent? So that's like,
Yeah.
yeah. So we just have to get him to confirm so that we can get a deposit or however we're supposed to do it for you guys
Yep.
there. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And we're gonna maybe do some games. Maybe we'll never know, depending on Mark and Mike.
Yeah, he just said reservation just got confirmed, just so you know.
Nice.
So it is
Hooray.
confirmed. So now we just need to know what we have to send them. So
Mm-hmm.
just get numbers and put it together, like in a budget, like in a spreadsheet, like we do, and just send it my way.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sure, no
Get
problem.
that done, and also include that boneless
So
spicy lechon thing too.
okay. I think should Mark do that, or I could, or do you want me to do that?
Either one, it doesn't
Okay.
matter. If you guys just coordinate, there's that special group that you guys are in. Just let's get
Mm-hmm.
a budget together and some deadlines, like when we have to give who what. Like I don't know if there's because you're getting a lechon from somebody else. I don't know if they have a different day they need the money versus jukebox or whatever. I don't know if we're supposed to pay when we get to jukebox. If we're supposed, I don't. I just don't know. So
Okay.
whatever you
What
guys.
about for the hosts, by the way? Their flights.
Oh yeah, as soon as we get the dates confirmed, we get the deposits over there, figure out what we want. We'll contact the hostesses, and say, listen, get a flight from there to Mactan, right? And we'll pick them up at Mactan or whatever. And
Okay.
then what we also have to do is we have to find a place where they can crash for the night, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can help them with that.
He said that there's a consumable package and the lechon, so just have him put together the budget with that, and once we do
Mm-hmm.
that, then each of the hostesses can say, I'm gonna go. Like they can just go out and say, here's the plane ticket from there to Mactan. This is how much the plane ticket is, and then tell them to tell me, and I'll shoot them the funds for that. Then they can schedule their plane ticket, and then
Okay.
we can pick them up from Mactan, and then we just have to find a place to put them up. So I think there's only two flying in. So
Two. Yep.
so if we get a place like with 2 beds or something like that, we can just get it for like a night because I think they'll fly in. We just got to work it out. If the party is on the 17th, right?
19. Sorry. Party is on 19 at 7 p.m.
Yeah, so they might want to fly on the 19th, the morning of the 19th,
Mm-hmm.
spend the 19th there, and fly out the morning of the 20th. So we just have to find a place for them to stay too. So if you could ask Mark, or I don't know what's close to that jukebox. Would probably closer the better, obviously.
There's a lot actually.
Yeah. So if we just find a room there, we can just get the room for them. And I can get
Okay.
Mark the room because I PayPal him directly, so that's no problem at all. We just have to get it all arranged for them. So when they get landed, they know where to go. Well, we'll pick them up, take them there, and if it's so close that they can just walk over to jukebox, well then
Yeah.
pick them up at Mactan when they fly in, noon, 1, 2, 3 o'clock.
There's actually a place like Queensland Manor.
Yeah.
Queensland
So,
Manor. So that's where the place is. So you could book a suite. We could book a room for them at Queensland Manor.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just there. They could actually just go out of the manor and then go to jukebox. That's it.
Right. So that's what's great. So if we just pick them up at Mactan and we drop them off
Uh-huh.
at the hotel, they can walk right across the street to Jukebox, have the party walk back, no problem. And we'll just pick them up in the
Mhm.
morning and take them back to the airport.
Yep. Sounds good.
So just get those as part of the budget of the party. I need you to include that room. And then
Okay.
out of that, I'll just get the girls their own tickets. You know what I mean?
Okay. All
So
right.
I
I'll
think,
coordinate with Mark after this meeting. I'll call him and coordinate. Hello, Mark.
yeah, I don't
I
know if
think his mic
there's
is up.
audio.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey,
Hey,
bro.
Oh, there we go.
See,
Hey,
You're
buddy.
Yeah,
alive. Welcome.
there's some background noise that you might hear. Um,
So,
That's
yeah,
fine.
yeah, but I reached out to Jukebox, so I confirmed the date and the time.
Yeah.
They're just waiting for which room are we booking, which is the big one. So if that's fine
Yeah,
with you,
we
bro,
should get the big one.
I can
yeah,
confirm with
whatever.
them right now.
Yeah, whatever.
More food, more drinks.
Yeah. So I just put like a budget in a spreadsheet for me. I know you showed me two items, but we also have to. T said there's a hotel. What's it called? T.
It's Queen's Manor, since Jukebox is at Queen's Manor, so there's a hotel like directly at the spot where Jukebox is, so they could just we could just get a room for the
Uh,
other hosts there.
well, we'll tell him on the side basically, so
Okay.
that he can get that into the budget too. So
Hmm. All
okay,
right.
I think we're good with that. Let's see. Is that? Yeah, Mark's coming back in. So Mark, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So we're
Sorry,
all
the
we're gonna.
internet's bad as
Yeah,
well.
it's, we've got
Yeah,
two.
go on.
We have two hostesses flying in for the party, so we need a hotel room for them. And T's going to send you the hotel that's like right connected there or whatever. So then add in your budget renting a room for one night, two beds, whatever. Um, they'll fly in the 19th morning, do the party at the night, and then fly out the 20th. So they need to spend the night there the 19th.
Yeah, it's just gonna
So
be
they
Jonah
have
and
to.
him.
Okay.
Okay.
So just one room.
Yeah, just one room, two beds, or two rooms. It doesn't really matter to me. Whatever you do is fine. Um, just make sure that they can check in the day of the 19th, and then they'll check out Monday. So all we have to do then is pick them up at Mactan, bring them to the hotel, drop them off, and they can just walk across the street to the party, and then walk across the street to crash afterwards. And then somebody just up in the morning takes them back to Mactan.
So that'll be the 19th.
Yeah,
And then they check out on the 20th, right?
yeah. So we just need to rent a room. So I just need to know how much so that I can just PayPal you the money, and then you can rent the room for them and stuff. And that way, when they get in, they don't have to worry about having a room. They can just have a room, and then they can grab lunch or something, or whoever picks them up can grab lunch with them and all that kind of stuff. Get them settled, and then they can just walk across at 7 o'clock. So I don't know what time their flight's going to land, but I'm going to talk to both of them to work together so they land at Mactan the same time, so that we're not making multiple trips to Mactan, because you know how it is with those bridges over there.
Oh well, we have CC Lex now.
Do, but still, it's still a pain in the ass.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
trust,
I wasn't even entertaining the other bridges. The other bridges would take hours. It's the worst. It's the worst.
The traffic there is really bad.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. So I'm going to make sure they both
that's
allow.
weird. There's no available room for
On that
Queensland
day?
Manor.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, find another place
So
close, guys.
yeah, they don't have.
There's actually a lot. Since it's
Yeah,
in Mango. It's near Mango, so I'll try to look for one now.
Yeah, if it's not walkable, it doesn't matter. We'll let them take a cab and stuff. You know what I mean? So, but just find what you can find after the meeting and post it. That'll be fine.
All
Right.
right, sure.
And that's it. And then next week we'll talk about the finalizing of the VIP party, and hopefully Mike will have the merchandise, because Mark, you haven't gotten any of the other shirts, right? That we ordered.
I didn't get updates from Mike yet, but I'll follow up with him today.
Right. I talked to him earlier. They're on backlog or something, so they haven't even started our shirts. So he's going to talk to them today, and if it doesn't pan out, well, then he's going to find a new vendor. So if you know a vendor too, whatever.
Okay.
All right. Oh, T. Also, when you talk to a
Alrighty.
real estate agent, I talked to Mark about this before. Ask him if he's ever selling condos. He has something for sale. If he wants to make a video for it to sell, he can
Okay.
send it to us, and we will post his videos in front of our 30-some thousand people to show things that are for sale, because our people will find that useful. But we can't just do one a month or something like that. But he'll have to do one a week for us. But if he wants to do one a week for us, that's definitely a show we want to start running. So it doesn't even have to be him. He may have other realtor friends or whoever wants to do it. If they can commit to one video a week for us, like going
Mhm.
to a house and walking through it, we want to know the cost, so everything about it, or condos or whatever. We
Mhm.
definitely want to start showing people properties that they can buy.
Okay, sure.
So
I'll ask him.
if he's interested in advertising himself in front of people that can actually out and out buy those condos, exactly what I think he would want to do.
Mhm.
We'll take his videos. If he'll commit to doing these sort of live streams, maybe like once a month or once every 2 months for us, you know what I mean? So we can have
Okay.
a whole show about ask real estate agents, you know what I mean? So if he can commit to something like that, we would love to show different properties. So if he could do a property a week, a video for us, because he's probably already doing it and posting it other places, but we have
Yeah.
much audience. So if he makes it tailored towards us, or we edit it that it's towards us, we could put it in front of our people too. So you might want to talk to him about that. Because I think
Okay. Sure.
we've talked about this too, Mark, right? About having real estate agents show
Yeah, yeah,
things like that. So
yeah. I shared that to T as well. So I think, did you
Yeah.
find somebody? All
Yeah,
right,
I
that's
did. I
good.
did.
Good.
yeah, yeah. So that's all good. Okay. And also remember, in the live streams, we do have an attorney on retainer. So like if you ever want to do legal immigration stuff, you can ask her. We also have an architect if you ever want to do like somebody wants to scope out doing their building and things like that. You can even interview the people that did when you go watch our videos about my house, the Body on House, or the Dream Home. Our
Mhm.
company, our people did those videos. So if you want to talk to them about that kind of topic or subject about how these people can take these blueprints. So it'd be an interesting show if you have the real estate agent saying, look, there's not free, but there's available property here. And then you say, Mary, okay, what do you need to know to do the architecture design? Okay, and once that
Yeah.
happens, well, then you can give it over here to Alex, and now they're doing a 3D rendering. So now you've bought the property, you have the architectural plans and everything. What's the timeline? What does it cost? What are you looking at to structure all this stuff through, and then have like the blueprints to actually start the build process, right?
Okay.
Because you
Like,
need engineers and permits and all sorts of things. So there's a lot of interesting questions about how the build process happens in the Philippines, right? So I think if you have like Mary and you have like Alex, those guys on there, you could talk about, okay, the real estate agent, we found this piece of land, great. We secured the piece of land, it's the piece of land we want, great. How the real estate agent find it, this, that, the other, cool. Next, Mary, now that he's found it, what do you need from him as far as the layout, the boundaries, the topology, and all that kind of stuff? And then what do you need from the customer to tell you what they need to build on this piece of property? Then,
yeah.
how to take you to design something? Can you show us a couple of designs? Because you know, if you talk to her before, she can have those designs to show you, so that we can show the whole process. That
Okay.
that's an interesting talk for not just foreigners. I mean, anybody thinking about, even Filipinos thinking about building, they can see how the process is.
Yeah, true. And if you need an interior designer's insight as well, I could invite an interior designer
Well,
over.
that's another thing. I mean, we have all those sort of needs and interesting things. Like we could use that to sort of show what we've got going on. So I think those kind of things are because what does an interior designer cost? How do they make the money? I mean, are they
Mm.
making money per hour, per job? Are they marking up the furniture? I mean, there's a lot of interesting questions that could be asked of interior designers as well.
Yep.
So
No problem.
I think this is all important. Look, Mark's on again. He just keeps dropping off and joining. So, yeah, I think that's important. So I think that sort of covers everything that I sort of covered. I wanted to cover budget summaries and stuff. I'm going to wait till the other team and the rest of the team here, so we'll go over that next week. But anybody have any questions or concerns or things they want to know?
Hi to Zeus. Hi to Jenny, who's watching us right now.
Hey, Zeus.
It's just us for now. People are busy
Yeah, traveling,
having
coming back.
problems with connection.
Yeah, and a couple of them are coming back from trips. They did a lot of trips, even up through Boracay and stuff like that. I tried to
Yeah.
I told both of them while they're there, I'm like, you're
Uh-huh.
a Mordecai. I was like, why don't one of you go get kite surfing lessons and the other one tape it? Because kite surfing
Oh
is
my God.
very funny. Because unless you are used to kite surfing, like
Uh-huh.
when you start off, it's funny to watch because I mean you're never successful at it.
Yeah, you're gonna fall down a lot.
You're gonna fall down, you're gonna get drug across the ocean with this kite. It's kind of funny. It's a funny thing to watch, you know what I mean? And but it's a fun thing to do. But they're like, no, we're not going to do. You know, and I was like, okay.
Is
When
it harder than surfing, like kite surfing, than actual surfing?
no, it's not harder. It's just different. I mean, because
Okay.
like with actual surfing, which I don't know that much about actual surfing, but it seems like it takes a lot more balance because with that kite,
Yeah.
you know, it's like it's going that way. You can lean back this way
Yeah,
to
you can balance the wind, right?
balance with the wind. Where when you're on a surfboard, I mean, basically, plus the kite surfing board has like if you ever go on a snowboard, you know, it has like feet where it's got like the little booties you slide your feet in. That
Uh-huh.
seems a lot more helpful to me than just a board where you got to.
Well, there's wax on it, so you can actually just stay on top.
Yeah, but
It's
it's
not
still by the
slippery.
time you put water and by the time the waves pushing you around, it seems like that. It seems to me surfing would be a lot more difficult.
I
A lot
think
more
kite surfing
talent.
is more difficult because I don't know, if you know how to like skate, you know how to surf. Like you have the intro to surfing
Yeah,
already.
but
Maybe we could do that with the other hosts as well, like
yeah,
letting them learn how to surf.
you see, so I've flown an airplane for about 20 years. So I've been a
Wow.
pilot for about 20 years. So like I'm
Uh-huh.
very comfortable with how the wind blows you and stuff like that. So I think it just
Okay.
makes it easier for me with that big airfoil, that big kite,
Yeah.
than it would
Like
be.
you can navigate it
I feel
easier.
more comfortable about adjusting that than I do feel about just standing on a surfboard. I think that would be.
Just paddling and then balancing.
Yeah, I think that'd be hard. It seems like a lot more fun just to grab your kite, put it up in the air, jump your feet on a board, and let it take you off the shore versus paddling out. That seems exhausting.
Yeah.
You
It's
paddle
like you're
out
just
there,
tied. You're tied to the wind and the wind just brings you places.
yeah, and but you surfing is paddle out there, hope to catch a wave, hope that you
Hmm.
catch it, I hope you can balance, hope you don't fall, then paddle back out there. It's repetitive over and over. With the kite surfing thing, you can go over here, you can go over there, you can jump in the air, you can do all sorts of stuff. There's not a lot of extra work other than kite surfing. There's
Hmm.
no paddling out. There's no,
Yeah, that's true though.
so it's
Yeah.
all part of kite surfing fun. I don't know, but I think there could be an equal argument made for surfing. I mean, I think it's a preference thing, quite honestly.
Yeah. I wouldn't know because I haven't tried kite surfing, only the normal kind of surfing. So
How did that
I
go?
don't know how to.
Surfing? I mean, can you do it well?
I'm a beginner, so I have like a longboard. I can ride a wave,
Yeah.
but I can't do tricks. I can maneuver my way through the waves, but I can't like ride, like do tricks and all that. Just a
Yeah,
beginner.
I think you'd be a perfect example of somebody we should take out to do kite surfing and then tape you
I'd I'd be down. I'd
because
be
it would
down
be
for a
funny to
week.
watch. But I think you would find that you'd get. I think you would find that you'd get a your skill level would increase a lot faster than in surfing.
Hopefully. I don't wanna like make a fool out of myself just like falling
Oh,
off
you
of the
you're gonna make a fool of yourself. That's for sure. The only thing I have to say to you is wear a one
uh-huh.
piece bathing suit when you do it because
Yeah, we don't want something to fall off,
because the
right?
problem is you will get dragged across the ocean with this stupid kite a couple
Yeah,
and
the whiplash is gonna take something off.
you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
want your suit 100 meters back there while you're over here thinking, oh my god,
Oh, wardrobe malfunction. Yeah,
where
that's
did my
true.
suit go? You don't want that, and you don't want to be in the
Hopefully
ocean
one of
looking
these
for your
days.
suit. You know what I mean? So
Oh my God, that's a nightmare.
yeah, that would
I
be a
can't.
nightmare. So I would suggest until you get good at it, I would definitely
Hmm.
say one piece. And it's got this thing that straps around. So if you're wearing one piece, that thing that straps around your middle there,
Yeah,
it would so you can't lose your suit. I mean, it's just
yeah.
stupid.
Or just wear a rash guard.
Rash guard's good
These
too,
like to
because
be
then it
safe.
also protects you from the sun.
Yeah.
Just don't show
One
up.
of these days, maybe you could teach me how to do
I mean,
kite
no, no,
surfing and
no,
then wear.
no, no, no. We would get you in one of those classes and let one of the instructors teach you. We'd watch the whole thing. It'd be funny.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It, it gives me, I mean, it gives me flashback when someone was like teaching me how to do scuba dive. I know how to free dive, but I don't know how to scuba dive. And then the instructor was telling me that you should like do hand signals, something like that. They were teaching us. And then what if I panic? What if I just want to go up?
Right.
And then I decided not to push through with it. I'd rather free dive than scuba dive. So
Yeah.
I think it's gonna happen with kite surfing.
I've never scuba dived. Um,
You should try it. Like me suggesting you should try it, and I haven't even tried it myself.
the problem is like if you're on a plane because you're at such a
Mhm.
high altitude, if you try to scuba dive and go low altitude, you have to wait like 2 days or something like that before you do it.
Oh, like
That,
to
that,
equalize
yeah.
the pressure?
Um, hey Valerie, how you doing? Yeah, because if you don't, you could get down there and have all sorts. I think if you try to come up too fast, like you can get something called the bends,
The
which
bends, yeah.
yeah, could really hurt you and whatnot. So
Mhm.
I don't know.
It's
I
gonna
know
pop
this
your
is a
ear.
weekly meeting, but we should schedule a shoot for you to learn the kite surf because it would be
Yes.
very funny and people, I think people would like to see somebody from the very
Some
beginning,
money
how many days it would actually take you to actually get
to
up
learn.
and actually start kite surfing and then get your honest review of what it was like out there.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what I mean? I think that would be a really good thing. And there's a lot of schools over in Boracay. So you'd probably want
Mm.
to do it at Boracay because that's like the
What
place.
about Banyan?
No, 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 it's not good for it. It's not. Um,
I love Cebu. Like I want to be able to like what do you call this? Like promote like we have these water excursions in
yeah,
Cebu, but since you said no, okay.
but you're not going to be able to because here's the thing, like it's a lot easier to learn at Boracay because off the coast of Boracay, right at the beginning, over there in that Billabong sort of beach, it's not so
Mhm.
immediately deep, and it's just a much more comfortable spot to learn. I mean,
Okay.
you could do it over in Cebu for sure, but I would be an expert at it before I did that.
Oh, so it's harder in Cebu. Okay.
Well, there's just not a lot of support for it in Cebu when it
Yeah,
comes to
true.
Boracay. There's like there's shops along the beach that do nothing but kite surfing and lessons. And of course, unless you're going to buy a kite surf, I mean, you got to rent the kite. I mean, you got to rent the kite, the board, and everything.
Yeah,
So
just like in Siargao, like they have a lot of surfing lessons here
that,
and there. You could
so until you buy a board, do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And you wouldn't want to buy the equipment because I don't know what the equipment would cost, but I would imagine it might be expensive, maybe upwards of 50 to 70,000, maybe 100,000
For
pesos.
sure. A surfboard costs like the cheapest, I guess, is 10,000, 20,000.
And by the time you buy
So
a kite and
what more?
all that stuff, it'd probably be 50, 60. I don't know what it would cost, but it would be expensive. So you certainly wouldn't want to buy that, transport it over to buy it if you
Mhm.
don't already love it. If you love it and you want to do it on a daily basis, I think you can do it.
Yeah, I'd
There's
rather
different places in Cebu.
travel. Yeah,
Even down in Oslo, you could probably do it. You know,
if you have the equipment.
if you have the
Yeah,
equipment. I just don't know of anybody who rents the equipment in any of these spots. You know what I mean? And then if you get
yeah.
good at it, I mean, you may even start a business of it by starting a place where you're renting this stuff at one of these places, because that's
And
it.
actually offer kite surfing here in Cebu.
Yeah, because it's just not a very common thing that I know of in Cebu, unless you know better. I don't see it anywhere.
I haven't seen anyone offering like
Right.
that in any beach actually.
Mm-mm.
Like it's only scuba diving, snorkeling,
Yeah, and
island
even,
hopping.
of course, I've seen surfboards, I've seen snorkeling, I've seen diving, I see all that stuff. I don't see any kite surfing.
Yeah, because
I
it's
mean,
big. You
yeah,
could just get a short board for surfing.
yeah, yeah. I mean, if you get, let's say you get buy 20, 30 pieces of the equipment, you start a shop, and you get some people that are certified to train, and you start giving out lessons there and let people kite surf and rent the stuff there, and then you can have the retail store selling the stuff. It could be a pretty successful business because, like
Is
you,
this Shark Tank? Is this a proposal for Shark Tank?
I'm just saying that it would be really nice to be able to kite surf in Cebu somewhere.
Yeah, there's an opportunity there.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying. So I think
true,
that's
true,
all I
true.
really had. Now we're just rambling off about stuff that has nothing to do with
We're so sorry, guys.
yeah, so sorry we strayed from the topic, but I think that's something, but I think that's why it doesn't happen. So if anybody has any questions, concerns, or they need to know anything or want anything, just let us know, hit us up. If you look at our YouTube channel and just hit more, you'll see my direct email address. Of course, you can get a hold of us on Facebook, you can get a hold of us on Instagram, you can get a hold of us on passportbro.team. send us messages. All those platforms are free. We never charge for any of that kind of stuff. So if you have any ideas or you have any suggestions, or if you know schools or you know like families or anybody that's in need or help, I mean, we're always looking to help where we can. So it doesn't really matter where you're located. We do fly people around the Philippines. We have people up north. We have people down south. I mean, look, we got Mindanao all the way up to Subic and Manila and in between. So we're pretty spread out. We're in pretty good shape to go places. So if you guys hear, if anybody needs any help, schools or orphanages or kids or families, I mean, we try our best to help. So we're always looking to increase that list. But of course, we do make videos. So make sure whoever we help, they know we're making a video of it, because we really want to show that on YouTube and entice people to also participate and help. So with that said, that's all I've got. T, you got anything else?
I think that's it. If anyone has any ideas, like you want us to do content for this one, suggestions, please feel free to reach us on our Facebook page or Instagram. That's it.
I would do another one of those lie detector things. That seemed to go very well.
It hurts. It
I
hurts.
know, but people seem to really like watching.
Yeah, we could do another one with another batch of girls.
Yeah, just
I was thinking like doing a lie detector like while doing island hopping, but I think that's a really bad idea
yeah.
because they're gonna get shocked more because of wet hands. I think Brill is gone. But anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this live. People's internet seem to be cutting off, or it's mine. Not sure. But anyway, thank you. Have a great night. And goodbye.
Mm.